Like, share, subscribe, follow, whichever one makes you follow, follow along, follow along, follow along. Okay. Um, with this situation, okay, they're looking at the new $1 billion girl, 9 billion. It's like, how much we gonna give to her? 9. They could have gave me 6 billion, but let's make it 9, or 69 billion would be great. 69 billion is a possibility. Oh, they said anywhere between 2 and 17. I'm not greedy. 9 billion is fine to me. Because what I'm about to, reveal, it's like, God damn, I didn't want to do this. That's why I told you to see it. I told you, Rubios, this is way above your fucking pay grades. So, and they realizing this is like, Soho, where is Soho located at? Somebody born in 1967, 1939, right? And with it, Zerk. So Zerk, I want to say that's what, one of the forms of England, and that gives you Omaha, Nebraska, and some other places, right? So Archangel Michael, thank you for coming into the building. You fucks with me. Archangel Michael must fuck with me heavy, but I appreciate it. So within this situation, it's like, is this John Wick? Is this the Baba Yaga? These people are like, shit, we was gonna be racist and use racism. Someone's hiding money, property, and land. I said Twitterer. There's a Twitterer. They're an avid Twitter user. Or this is also finally putting yourself first. Labor. So someone say, we're no longer going to track her. We're going to leave her alone. We're going to give her what's due to her. I appreciate that. 9 billion, because they told me to choose between 1 and 17. I'll take 9. Okay, I'm not going to go over. I'm not going to be, greedy about it. 9 billion. 9 billion is fair. As long as I got flight fare, which I should, considering with Tesla. So that gives me what? Tesla access? Or any car access at that point. Because with the information that I'm going to, go ahead and reveal at this time, because this is like, dang, how is it that they're catching up with all this? And it's like the Washington, the foods, because they could, utilize certain things with foods. There's certain things that a lot of people don't pay attention to. And, excuse me. Somebody's like, dang, we're going to have to do their medical care. Your pregnancy is and will be protected and healthy. Like those people who were doing like wound work and all this other stuff. I said wound. So they were trying to go ahead and try to cause like reoccurrence of wounds. Like, oh, they'll be in their feelings about this. Like, hun, a relationship is honestly like the last thing on my mind. Like spitting the block. If I ask somebody to, apologize, then they chose not to. They chose what made them happy. Understand you never lacked love. These are people that feel like love is supposed to be the source, but they lack it internally. That's why they're like always looking for, oh, I want a young thing and all this other stuff. And why they always get involved in, certain things and want these young girls, even down to Elon Musk and stuff like that. High profile case, okay? Dark-skinned female of Senate is about to get themselves publicly embarrassed. Traveled to New York City recently. Side chick and side dude. So their secret affairs is going to be revealed about a black male sleeping with the court male. So there's a black female senator, or current or past or most recent, who's gonna find out that the side chick or side dude, you or them or something like that, a black male is sleeping with another male on a court case, that they could have been traveling with someone to, last May or June or last month, and they're just sitting here still trying to figure out something about lunch. Someone realized someone that you're not a drinker, so they couldn't utilize alcohol in this situation. Made a wire transfer. Someone's like they would have been better off just giving my money in my situation, but I don't care. Very single and content and genuine. Try to underestimate how much money, like these are people that wanted to underestimate how much money that they were supposed to get back. I'm hearing we the people, and by utilizing Weeble, so stock exchange and stock markets and stuff like that, and these church people, some church people, they also utilize their church industry people, Donnie McClurkin, Kirk Franklin, Yolanda Adams, the Clerk sisters, the Wayne family, Fred Hammond and all of them. They had all these people, Mary, they had all these people involved. They could have tried to meet up with these folks, Metaverse. They could have also have ties with Metaverse, Mark Zuckerberg and stuff like that. Jealous exes mirroring your phone. Someone could be in Atlanta, also trying to like throw off the time zone. 304, black female, dark skin, fast food scammer warehouse, has children and is an informant. So they could have used scammers and warehouse individuals to figure out certain things, just to figure out what was the location of your home, because they probably got kicked out of the phone. Yep, heated phone, hacked phone. They couldn't utilize using the phone, and they realized drones were happening. This Arabic female who wears a hijab, who was trying to get the computer and hack and scam with these folks to help with the phones. So they could have been like trying to clone the phone, but they also realizing like, oh, they're catching on to us this month. Also, someone 92, a black person that's born in 92. Codependent energy, vampires, a basketball player, Tim Hill. There's a stranger in Tamia. They could have legally just got separated. They probably haven't brought it public, but they will be. They're no longer jealous or envious about something. Oh, what could have been? Wells Fargo's bank. Everybody knows for years Wells Fargo's bank has been racist against other nationalities and people banking with them. Also, this resort folks, they could be Portuguese or Brazilian, which have ties to the Spanish cathedral, who could have also been paying these con romance people, or into, I should look into who run the Tinder situation. I'm hearing, we bringing you justice, we're bringing you peace. The real estate agent, they don't realize how much money that the fair has went up with this situation, because they also still trying to use practitioners. This is also a real estate agent and a white female pastor ties with the bank and property, that they feel like that they're getting away with this, along with this transition housing. So these are like 3 people using a Haitian woman to do the voodoo spiritual work, because they realized they're no longer able to take from you. They also were looking to work with this EMT person to do this, the black light-skinned senator, back in January and February, to stop a path. But federal and government owes you. They owe me. Pay me my compensation, personal injury. This is too far. So when you finally will get a chance to relax, they also going to help you get some a lab tech, or they just got some labs results. A Montana placeholder, something about placeholder, alderman. Also, these are people that could have had Berkshire, can refer to several different, including county in England, a county in Massachusetts, and a company and more. Berkshire County in England, on the west side of London in particularly. Southeast England, Royal County. They also use some people from Berkshire County, Massachusetts. Pittsfield. This is also organization, because anyone knows, like, if you hold shares in Berkshires, yeah, that's like a big major power play. Warren Buffett being the lead of that. It's an American multinational conglomerate holding company. So anything that's like a multi-conglomerate, meaning it's like depending on what the kind of things that they can dig into, and they use their people from Omaha, Nebraska, and they will go meet there about what it is that they want to do. Berkshire Bank, a financial institute, boarding school and day school, Pittsfield, Massachusetts, at the museum. So these are I'm hearing 33rd or the theologist's final destination to reach the private equity firms and global contamination control leaders. Contamination control leaders. Shall we? Pontoons that manufacture pontoon boats. Connecticut, Massachusetts, New York, Rhode Island, and Vermont's checking in savings. This is like a school for like the what they call it, Nippo babies, aquariums. Textile manufacturing, something that transitioned in 1965. Charlie Munger, Greg Abel. Olive Chase. So Blackstone Plaza in Omaha, Nebraska. Worldwide. Revenue is $371.4 billion. So the assets are for them to be able to utilize 1.154 trillion. So meaning if someone like sued, the maximum someone can get out of this is between 60 billion to like 600 billion. So meaning to borrow, to utilize, to do something with its subsidiarities. Okay. This is also people that they have been doing this since 1998, whenever they brought in certain things in. This is also one of the biggest places that utilize insurance on people. Okay. They don't like to invest in high-tech firms. But now they are one of the biggest firms to utilize who? Microsoft and Amazon. And real estate properties. They do not invest in real properties due to the precise pricing, lack of competitive advantage, and complex management and incorporation of tax disadvantages. So meaning that using them would not be beneficial, but also the laundering of the money that they do collect from those who have those companies, which could be like Class B shares and certain things. Initial public offering, reselling at Class A. $100,000 per year with no stock options. So in order to grow or be a part of this affiliation and to have the elaborate connections to the worldwide access to, if they needed to take out someone, if they needed to stop someone to get particular insurance money, if they wanted to invest in trafficking, prostitution, 187 crimes, even though you're not supposed to it can be at your discretion, but however, it requires you to have those. And this is only, I wouldn't say one of the only, is up to 14 to 20 conglomerates that is used that can do these type of things with ties to the White House. Okay. Aries season and Leo season are usually the times that they can do this. Someone could have utilized this around April 20th, February 20th. But it requires you to have this, but also trust funds, okay? Trust fund that's being hidden by Aries or a Leo. Ghost writers, tax audits, And then they wanted to prove incompetence, but someone is realizing at the same time, it's like the longer that they keep delaying it, the more information is going to be relayed to someone to be able to know exactly how it's ran. And it was like, well, we got Nicolette Sheridan, Jamie Lee Curtis, Arnold Schwarzenegger, anyone who has major shares in Microsoft, Starbucks, Walmart, okay? Also, LeBron James, Dairy Queens, and then if anyone, bro, like if I tell you every fucking thing, people will be like, what? It's no such thing as conspiracy theory. Conspiracy theories mean is that you're a theologist that can understand and understand the theology and the methods that are used that can actually be proven, which now leads you, depending on your position, and if you hold shares in these, you are now considered a whistleblower. With me not having the funds and I don't get paid from under this, I'm not a whistleblower. I'm just going ahead and fact checking it. So meaning if the FBI or CIA and then they're not corrupt, they can actually pick up on the fact that this is a thing. This is no different than Charlie Munger having ties with the president of the United States, Dairy Queens. And those are usually the main places. So that means the dairy product, agriculture products, agriculture, that's what, meat and food. So that also leads to FDA, that also leads to labs, that also leads to inspections, DEA, ICE, immigration, and those things of those sorts. So those are people that would be able to have access to those particular type of funds, okay? Also, Geico Insurance. So this allows me to know this is a major conglomerate. Veterinarians and American Express credit card users, all right? Vice Chairman of Insurance Operations, Susan Alice Buffett, Howard Graham Buffett, Roland Olson, Kenneth Chunlet, Steve Burke, and Susan Decker, Merrill Whitmore, Charlie Guyman, Esteban Rodriguez Jr. So Esteban Rodriguez Jr., he's the one with the ties to Spain, which also have the ties to Brazil, Portugal. He also has major investments into FIFA, the soccer. He loves fucking soccer. He loves baseball. So also leads him to having ties to the Caribbean, which would, he don't really care for the aspects of Haiti, but Hispaniola, which was the whole investment for him to be able to do Peace Corps organizations. So his main ties are working with casinos, Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico, the Bahamas, Virgin Islands, Jamaica, on major resorts, also Yucatan, Mexico, okay? Also, that leads him to working with Thailand, Guam, Hawaii, New York, Massachusetts, of course, but mainly the source of Nebraska, where they operate out of those things. Y'all like Inspector Gadget. Hedge fund, Castle Point Capital. Okay. Peninsula Capital Advisors or advisory team is very prevalent. Janie. Somebody's name could be Janie. But Geico is like one of their main source whenever they're using their low budget people to do those certain things. So Dairy Queens. So just looking into Dairy Queen and any sister or parent companies that would have ties to Dairy Queen, which also will break down national parks. Okay. Which leads to an advisor to a president, any sort of advisory. Okay. Spiritual, financial, that leads to Elon Musk, that leads to Paula and her three to four other counterparts in that. So yeah, all of this should just actually make sense, which is now, I'm telling you, with this major conglomerate, they're going to let the small guys take it. And they don't like really care for people of states and Senate, and with racism being here, but they trying to like covertly still hide it. I feel like the latter of the person, and they don't really care for Black or Spanish people. They're going to let these people take the hit for this shit. Spain is not fit to speak up for y'all motherfuckers. That's why it's like, it's hilarious that they keep going as hard as they are, but it's going to be somebody that is going to make them feel like it's a slap in the fucking face. Like, what? And you know what I know also with these people, when they make this type of money, and if you wasn't making this type of money before 1996, and they figure out like, oh, before you came into money, you were living in a trailer park, and your family were like meth heads or druggies and stuff like that, they will take their own white people out too. And not to take them out, they will let them take the fall for this shit. So that's why I'm telling them, like, they would have had a better chance just giving my fucking money a long time ago, and them choosing not to. Now they're going to look at Home Services of America, Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, the FBI, federal investigators. Huh. Wow, you ready for it? Failed to provide equal access to mortgage credit in neighborhoods with large Black and Latino populations. So, Vanderbilt, to include Vanderbilt, and anyone that works in the coal or energy or oil industries. If they hold environmental type degrees, they're going to give you up. So someone's going to know that they fucked up. Someone's going to get a phone call today by 7 p.m. And they're going to be like, wait, how do they know our elaborate plan? Because it's that fucking end of this. It's literally the end of this. A tower moment is about to occur where someone's going to be like, someone's name could be, it's like, give her an Oscar for this shit. Because she wasn't ever supposed to know this. This is also, we need to talk to them. Even though they might not like me, it's not that they don't like me, they just don't, it's like, it's not expected, but this is like one of those, we need our Baba Yaga. We're going to use you. And it's not even necessarily using, it's like it's a contract, but it's a pretty penny. So why would I complain about it? Even Elon Musk. So there's like no person where they're not seeing exactly how to go along with this conglomerate type situation. Someone's going to be upset because it's like, I didn't see this coming, and fuck you, bro. You had a better chance of giving me my fucking money. And instead of carrying this along and me having to deal with this stupid shit. It's annoying. I was supposed to be at the beach chilling, resting my mind. I could have been advising other people to do certain things and consulting, minding my own business in my own home, traveling, and still doing the job. But no, we wanted to try to prove what incompetence, put someone in, falsely imprison someone because your secrets are out and because they are well aware of what's going on. But now you have to be upset because, like, we're going to work with her, not with you. Someone's going to hate that shit. What date is this? Something about in the next 1 to 8 hours or 1 to 10 hours. Someone born in 1949. Someone born in 1969, 39, 1942, 1965. Somebody, shit, that's an old motherfucker. 28. Something that was supposed to be done like last November. Somebody also was supposed to did something 13 days ago. Someone will be passing. Someone born in the 70s or 72 is going to be passing away. Someone said, hold on, between the 16th or the 21st. But someone's saying, no, I want this done soon. Someone feels like that they're going to have someone taken out. Or they can just for this weird thing. Or someone's trying to convince someone to, like, do something. Or trying to tell a false story or a narrative. It's not going to work. This religious type thing, like, you don't use religion. That's abuse to a situation in a system. Is stupid. And then it's like trying to convince someone, like, a person does something. That's the dumbest thing you can ever fucking do. Like, that's an insult to the intelligence of those who were funding you. And you're also insulting those that they know that it can cause a national security that can also lead to other issues. Because I mean, shit, Elon Musk would be willing to take some kind of thing if he can get other things going. Because that was their only use, to use like the drones, the Google, Twitter. But somebody's Twitter action is what's going to cause them to go ahead and have to take the fall for this. Someone is about to end their career in the federal government. Someone's birthday could be on the 2nd, the 7th, or the 27th, or the 9th. Someone's about to end their whole career. Someone's birthday could also be on the 31st. Someone can be 59. Someone can be 31. Someone could be 72 years old. Someone's like, someone born in 71, they're like, I'm about to bring peace back into somebody. Someone born in 71 is like, I'm bringing peace. Let me get some peace. Hold on there. Hold on. Hold on. They know what the fuck they know. And it's like, this is even a group of people that knows the saying, like, they know what they know. There's no looking to try to convince it otherwise, but also someone could like understand at the same time. It's like, somebody's your life is about to change. Archangel Michael is in this situation. Allegiance and loyalty. Someone, you're about to have a change of life. It's going to ramp something up. Intelligence. Someone you could probably be working for or contracted through a intelligence department. Something about 1963. They're going to be clearing up something. They were supposed to have this done earlier today. I'm hearing Friday. Someone is definitely having a conversation right now. They can know that it's like they had to turn down it's like someone's talking on the phone and I can see them just watching like this and it's like, Someone could probably be reading via the captions or like they both, it's like is this a meeting? Meeting of the minds. This is also White House. White House or Senate. Someone is having a major conversation right now. There's 3 major people in the same room. There's 2 other. It's okay. So this is a Zoom. This could be Zoom. This could be Skype. This can be Teams. So Microsoft. So they most likely it's a Teams meeting or whoever Microsoft runs, which is Skype, Teams, or whatever. And this conversation is occurring 4 different states. 23 in this party. Disbursement, change to private citizenships. Washington, California, because this is a coast area. Something about a time zone. Three to 6 hour difference. Someone could be traveling. Someone is trying to make sure that they can land with discretion. I mean, anywhere the fucking president is going to go. I mean, most of the time they always trying to announce the motherfucker, but how are you going to be able to do this? Someone's trying to do something very discreet, but I mean, it's going to be known. Higher profile case. I'm telling you, DeSantis, bruh, you fucked up, bruh. You fucked up bad. I don't want to see this. I don't want to see this. Bro, you're going to have to. And y'all goofy asses allowed this dumb ass fuck Charlie Kirky or whatever the fuck his name is. Like, really? Y'all should know better about letting certain fucking people just show their natural ass. It's like, it's certain shit that you got to do whenever you conducting certain business. I mean, even I know that, but I mean, like right now, this is my platform. So I'm just conducting myself. Now, if I have to be in a meeting in a room, that's a whole different conversation. Okay. Right there in that person in that moment, motherfucker, I'm just going to have to be from Harvard, Yale, Columbia, okay, or Princeton at that moment. Yes. Yes. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got common sense, but right now, this is just me being able to elaborate exactly what it is that I'm seeing, what's going on, what's occurring, what's happening. You know what I'm saying? Of course, in a different meeting or whatever, in whatever, position and leeway that I'm authorized to have whenever, anyone knows in a certain particular situation, permission to speak freely, sir, Mr. President, whoever I have to speak to, permission to, okay, then yes. This is like someone like you no longer can always try to pick and choose how someone's going to do that. They're just ghetto. They're just this. No, common sense and basic common sense is going to kick into your head that hey, when you're provoking someone, of course, naturally, basic psychology, or is they need to learn how to control themselves and know their tone. Do you know how to do that? Because apparently, I wouldn't give two fucks. For me, okay. My military contract is over. That ended 2019. Now, if I was still under that different security clearance, yes, I would literally have to conduct myself accordingly in a particular way and have to be using particular precision to how to speak and how I have to speak and handle individuals. Now, knowing that I do know how to do that and know how to do the job on how it's supposed to be done, that is a different situation. Now, considering if we're going to have to do this is what law? Is this law? Is this justice? However, I just need the certifications and whatever it is that you're going to do. But in the meantime, I can still get the job done while I'm doing the education. It just may require for me to cut down on particular distractions. And if I'm still going to be allowed to do this on the side so we can do that or whatever, supplementing the income, because it's like, who's to say? But still, regardless, the compensation is going to have to be close at minimum $9 billion, because all civil rights, all constitutional rights, all penal and statutes were violated in this situation. My basic human rights. So naturally, anyone that has any type of psychology degree would know, like, hey, if this happened to you, how would you counter yourself? And it's like, you wouldn't know, would you? You'll be angry. You'll be upset. But also, after the fact, half the fucking people in power, they're not fucking Christians or anything. Half of them don't go to church. Their life's surrounded by going to work every day. And then someone having the audacity to try to use church or religion and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm spiritual before I'm religious. But I respect religion. So I know if I have to go to, what is it called? The Middle East, hey, I know I have to cover up. I'm going to have to wear certain things. I know I'm going to have to be chaperoned with 2 men of that country if I'm going to go to the Middle East. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm going to have to wear a suit or something like that. I have zero problem with doing that. I just might have to wear a turtleneck because I have particular tattoos. I have no problem. That's just the cost that it pays, considering that I'm a tattoo person, unless you're just going to make some laws and be okay with people being tattooed. That's why they'll be like, what? I have enough common sense. You do not tattoo your face, your hands, or your feet, okay? I mean, common sense. Unless it's just something religious, you got to do henna. And I think that's something that you probably see in like India or very deep religious places where you got to do the fingers and your feet or certain things like that. But however, that's not the case. I'm not Muslim. I'm not anything other than that. I just want to make sure justice is served, at least on my behalf. I'm not able to speak about other people because what I'm going through, that's just love is like they thought using love in this situation was going to be a way to distract me from noticing what they're doing and how they've been doing it. Nah. And then the people that they use, and like this motherfucker, she's just like one whole fucking cigarette pack away from smoking along with a fucking Mountain Dew for her piss to fucking come out, like her fucking kidneys are going to fall out of her fucking uterus. Then the other ones is like, oh, I can't have my bravado. They got little kid wounds, both him and the wife. I mean, what the hell? And then it's just like the audacity of these people to do what it is that they're attempting to do is like beyond me. Politics and their ambitions, the political ambitions, and then the hope to go ahead and do what it is with these ill intentions. For what? Because their skeletons is coming out. Oh, wow. You like little kids. Okay, apparently you shouldn't be in position. So apparently me speaking up about it, getting them out the way, it seems more useful than not. You just don't like what, it's not about what I'm saying. You just don't like how it's being said and how certain people are getting called out. Someone's can be Merced. So this is like other countries, other primaries. I mean, what are you doing? You're upset? Oh, wow. Shit, all it requires is give me my money, go ahead and tell me what's going on with my kids. Not, you know what I'm saying? I just want my money so I can go with my life, so I can go ahead and sue who I need to sue, press charges on who I need to press charges on. And, you know, if my kids are alive, if they're not alive, you know what I'm saying? I just got to be able to move forward and then studying this. And then I'm not going to get stuck in my head about it. So it's just apparently the common sense means move forward and not be stuck in between the fucking propaganda when you already know what is the sole purpose of them doing this. I don't want them to be found out, so I don't get found out. What are you, a little kid? Because all these people that's doing this stupid stuff, it's like kid behavior. If my parents find out that I kissed a boy, I'm gonna get in trouble. Really? Freedom of speech, eh? Freedom to be who you are, right? Not necessarily. But shit, it's just allow people to know what it is, because in certain instances, even in life, you become a student to life. But you also become the teacher at the same time. I have no shame. Shit, sometimes we become students to kids. That kid knew how to operate the goddamn system. How the fuck you knew how to do that, kid? But then it's like, once you learn, then you can be able to start teaching them so they can have a better, wiser wisdom once you know how to do what it is that you're doing, right? So then as you becoming the student to them, eventually when you get experienced enough and you understand what you're using and how it's being used, because you're going to have more, your frontal cortex is developed, right? It's only underdeveloped if you were stunted somewhere. And some people's stunts, it shows. It really shows. Contemplating to make the truth known in this legal proceeding. Someone that could be 47, 51, or 61 years old, but the truth is coming out regardless. Someone that's 50, somebody in their 50 to 60, they wanted to stall it, but what's this? Next 24 to 25 hours. Something's going to be done before the weekend. Wanted to pretend like they didn't see anything. Shh, if you just keep quiet about what it is, and we'll keep in the background about how you're going to tend towards them, and I'm going to pretend like I didn't see it, so it gives them enough time to go ahead and hide, you know, the truth coming out about this, and ain't nobody going to really see it. You know, we got the help of the political person. You know what I'm saying? If I go ahead and go screw them really quick, and then I go pay for this practitioner to go ahead and conceal it so they don't get the results that they're supposed to. So this is even people that they can, you know, you need to know something about your body, and you be like, I know my body. I know my body. So it's like they can give you, you know, certain medications, food, that can end up concealing, or they looking to go ahead to stunt tumors, pregnancies, prostate cancer, lung cancer, kidney. And like, if y'all getting that, it's because you no longer are doing certain things that they want you to do. They want you to not have desire for love. They don't want you to have desire for certain things, because certain things will stunt your growth to move forward. These are also people that know that it will stunt your growth from being able to be, I'm here, superior, or being seen as a star, or, because it caused their crimes to be seen. You know what I'm saying? Oh, if nobody will, marry them or be in love or whatever, they not care, so we can keep stealing their money. And it's like, but the person that's doing this is more females that's doing this, but it's like getting the help of these men. And it's like, well, if they withhold this isn't going to make them selfish. So somebody, you're going to be mindful of someone trying to guilt trip you to want to share something because they know that it's coming to you. The stupidest thing ever. Someone just keep quiet. When something comes to you, keep quiet, make your moves. Shit, if you want to disappear. If you know what I'm saying, it's gonna be people upset because you're not gonna want to talk to them. For somebody, you're gonna have somebody gonna be like, oh, you don't want to love, but it's like these are same people that could have been stealing from you, lying on you. That's the truth. These were people stealing from you, lying on you, gathering them. These are people that was willing to sacrifice you for a position, a group of other men and stuff like that. For somebody, just take that time. If you got to recover, man or woman, in whatever situation, keep this shit to yourself, because justice is about to happen. Someone, whether you a woman or a man, it doesn't matter. You have to be the king or queen of pentacles, the universal medicine. For somebody, you're going to have healing. If you had issues with your health or anything you needed to discover, the cycle is coming to the end for you to be able to see what it is that you need to see. You got people watching you from state to state. You got heavy people. For me, in my situation, is mass majority of them from Texas, Tennessee, here in fucking Florida, the Carolinas, New York, and California. I can give two shits. But, people didn't want to respect you for who you are, man or woman. They didn't want to see, appreciate, or give you gratitude for the love or appreciation. People are upset because you know what it is that you know. This is like, oh, I want to come in and be grandiose, but something is going to come in for you. You need to be quiet about it coming in. You need to be very settled, very discreet. What you choose to do is what you choose to do. Highly, I suggest that you make your move. If you have a plan, make a plan for somebody, but you will be able to, the people that you will probably be contracting with or working with, they are very enamored and love the love that you love, or they may have been watching rather physically on the internet or something like that. They love that you have wisdom, victory over those who attacked you. For somebody, there had people that were betting on the fact that you would be able to solve certain things, and you have solved so many things, way much more than what it is. Someone overstands at this time because you were highly surveillance in a way that they know that spiritually you are receiving some type of spiritual communication. Okay, so these are people, in any aspect, man or woman. You will have people that are in religious places coming to you. You will have people that are professors, philosophers, and other like known things, also in legal and laws, heavy on legal systems, presidentials. It could be other countries, it could be internationally, or it can be here, statewide. If you're in the United States, your knowledge it expands more than the average person could ever. Like, their top people wouldn't even be able to come this deep with how much or how well you are able to elaborate certain things. Yep, intellectual talent. You have very deep intellectual things. It's like an Aquarian type mind. You're like way 10 years ahead of your time, but it's like you're in the time, but 10 years ahead of the time to know exactly, like someone can be coming up with something that they want to expand or predict, or with certain systems, we are expecting our insurance company to expand like this, and over the next 10 years, these are the probabilities. These will be our profits. This is what we'll be able to maintain. This is what our economics will go. Like somebody, you're like 10 years in advance of all those legal systems, laws, changes in computer systems, intellectual systems, law, schools, the different ways of how people will be living, spending, and all those things. Somebody, this can lead you to go to the star. Me, I'm not a person, I do not like stardom. I would rather work in the background, but I mean, so be it for somebody. If fame is basically part of your future, is part of your destiny, okay? Someone, if you can be even a woman, you're like, for a woman, you're going to be seen as that woman, but you have that emperor energy. You're an empress, but it's like your emperor energy, like your balance, but your emperor energy is what's allowing you to make the boss move, if that's the best word to use for it. I don't feel it is, but it's going to be useful, okay? Your discernment and able to retrofy things to come together for somebody. They didn't want you to, you must be like close to a life path 6 or a 9. You're able to make those changes. I'm hearing that Michael Jackson song. I'm able to make that change. I'm just hearing, I don't remember all the words, but I'm just hearing it start through. And I'm not going to try to get my voice to be all in tune with it. Okay, liberation, deliverance from enemies, both seen and unseen. Spiritual wisdom, magic helps one gain wisdom. Hidden secrets. Somebody, longevity protects you. You won't ever go to jail, because it's like where somebody was looking to put you in jail, or medically put you into an infirmary or something like that. Whoever this female judge is, you mainly had a female judge gunning for this. It's a female judge. She may have been doing this to people for like the last 4 to 7 years, and something got caught up. Also, it's something else that you are capable of doing, whether you know it or not. It's something that, like, say, health-wise, it should have caused something like you should have like been hospitalized type thing. And it's something that either you did or doing or know how to do or something like that, or something that you've done. Somebody, you're going to be having to go to the doctor soon. But however, whatever's going to come in is going to be protected. So be it. Okay. It's going to be very protected, where if you had issues before where it was like violation, this time it's not. And yeah, you're definitely going to be able to do something. Something is still going to require somebody to have to get excuse me, because it's certain antibiotics that you're not always, because it's like it's going to be certain you need from a lab or something like that, or from an actual pharmacist to create in a lab that will help you with something. But it will be given to you once it's something that's about to be happening, like either overnight, first thing tomorrow, or something like that. Yeah. Also, prepare for people to do something. Teaches the occult and magic. Somebody, you hold the key to something. Also, you have people from Miami to do something, because I'm hearing, I got the keys, the keys, the keys. So you probably have people from Miami. You got people from Atlanta, Georgia. I'm hearing somebody, if you was offered something with, and it is, I'm sorry not to sound like an asshole, but Tyler Perry, tell him no. Like, intellectual richness protects fertility of women, makes children respectful towards their parents, healing capacity, and protection from weapons. Okay. So, security team, someone will get security. Someone could give you allegiance, but you must be sure that this is somebody's going to make a full transformation. Someone's going to be famous and renowned. Someone, you could be like a household name or some shit like that. Someone, they could have tried to say that you have some kind of, for me, the only thing I have is a mental disability. I wouldn't call it a mental disability. I mean, it's a spectrum. Shit, you can't help what you get. You know what I'm saying? No one asks to be autistic. No one asks to have a high IQ. It just is what it is. However, it's just embrace what it is. And someone was looking to utilize that to an advantage. And that was pretty fucked up. Love and submission cures illness and influence paternal love. Gives long life. For somebody, you're going to have a long life, where people were trying to like cause stress to make you like fall or be lost and confused and not know how life was going to go. Desire for knowledge protects from liars, evil spells, and bad spirits. So someone, if people are even doing hoodoo, voodoo, whatever, it's going to backfire to them like immediately. Every time they do it, it's going to, for somebody, if you had a person that was meant to go on that journey with you and say that they did something and they're doing something to this person is going to see bad shit happening and they're going to be like, somebody did. No, those are the people doing the same shit to you too. But whatever. Reconciliation regains the favor of those who offended. Somebody just be mindful of people that always offended, okay? Inner and outer work helps one keep the job and protects against disasters. Someone, you're just advancing very quickly. You're exposing things that people are trying to keep quiet. I'm telling you, somebody, you should go down in the book of history. Metatron is here. So when Metatron comes into the building, it's like you're getting a chance to rewrite your story, rewrite history. For some of you, it can mean that you are coming into a place of position in your life that you are history in the making. Like this is like one of those major history milestones. Shit, Trump makes president twice. MLK, Malcolm X speech, JFK situation. Like these are like major fucking milestones. Divine revelations, revealed messages, has the power to destroy. These are like situations that you could be speaking on, doing, that it could actually destroy organizations, facilities, companies. It could take down people of power. You know what I'm saying? But however, someone's situation, you got people of power, like they pissed at a motherfucker, but it's like shit. I'd rather fucking work with them than, I'd rather, you know what I'm saying? If you can't beat them, join them type shit. But then it's like, they know you're not going to ever fucking join them. But however, the compromise in this situation is like, okay, contract. So these people, someone, you can probably end up with like at least 10 contracts of these people, like becoming like a consultant, a mentor. It's just like a private contractor or some shit, which is beautiful. Okay. Fortune and fame fulfills any type of request. So with this means like people, for somebody, you're like history literally in the making. This is like where if people didn't ever believe in you, didn't want to, know this is like, these are rich people that already knew where the fuck you were going, period. They already knew your situation was going to be a high profile case. It was going to be a federal case. Someone already knew the disadvantages that you were going to have, but they also knew your advantage over the situation. They just wasn't 100% sure that you will be able to see it. Some people don't ever make it this far. You made it this far with these people. The outlook for you is very good. For whatever somebody was looking to do, it was not going to be feasible for them. So whoever were the other people that were involved, they knew for a fact you was going to have supporter. For somebody, you had like up to 56 supporters, 11 main ones on the floor or on ground near you in the field. And with this, they just knew, like, I feel like somebody witnessing like everything that was happening. So you will still win those things. Okay. Something is going to be very probable for you, profitable, and the probability of this situation is very big. Yes, you got this. Don't be nervous about when this situation is coming in for somebody. It's going to come in very quick. Okay. Meaning all the connections that you will have, like basically what you call it in the hood, they call it the plug. So somebody, you will literally be where these people could have been doing all this other stuff. And you had judges, you had lawyers, for somebody now, they work for you. That's how this situation is looking, because for somebody, you have major people that in this situation, the secrets or the information that you are able to give messages on has the power to destroy any of these people in certain conglomerates, groups, organizations, even different countries. These people, like I said, you have up to 56 people, but right now you have up to 20 people having this conversation right now about the compensation, as well as you will be receiving federal and government payment and compensation, because this was a personal injury, financial abuse, racism, and any adult abuse for somebody, because medical diagnosis, learning disability, or whatever the case may be, and they should have known better. Someone's name is Monica for sure. For somebody, it could have been the lady Monica. I don't know, but somebody's name is definitely Monica. Someone, Elaine. This is like major compensation. And like I said, you are literally, it's like public recognition yet you'll be able to have that capability to be private. Okay. This is like a lot of money. Like I said, a deal was something like $9 billion, and somebody like, how the fuck you come in $9 billion? But people wouldn't know that you had that type of money. You know what I'm saying? For somebody in your government, they wanted to just like lowball your situation and give you like 20 million. And I'm seeing somebody look at them like, would you feel 20 million is sufficient enough for all these years of doing that? And I'm hearing somebody, I should make you pay them 20 million for every year that you were involved in this on top of anyone else. And then I'm gonna go ahead and times that by how long this person has to suffer, how long y'all held this person's trust fund. For somebody, there's something where they're making this clear because somebody wanted to play blind to exactly what it was that they were doing: destruction of an enemy and deliverance from their bondage. This is also people that could have been relatives or wanted to be so-called relatives that were stealing and saying they were doing of your best interest, but they basically have seen and watched these people do what it was that they've been doing behind the scenes along with these people in this judicial, legal, law, criminal systems, school systems. They also even watched that what occurred with some children, like they got the surveillance of that wherever they thought that they cleaned it up at. And it's like they got to realize, like, if you were sitting here utilizing Elon Musk, Mark Zuckerberg, and all this other stuff, do you really feel that regardless of what kind of systems that you use, there is a cloud for a reason? So meaning you will have to work for that cloud system in particularly to be able to wipe out that whole system. So CIA can recover that. FBI can recover that. The White House can recover that. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like someone feeling like that they were backtracking and being able to clear up something that happened. It's like it's too easy to hijack anyone's system, camera systems, especially if they have to know. You can own an apartment building and feel like that you covered up that crime. They can still pick that up. You know what I'm saying? Like, conversations, some people's conversations were recorded over the last 72 hours or over the last 3 days, 72 hours, and someone was hoping that they was going to play blind to not knowing what was exactly was happening or what was going on. I don't know. I just wasn't sure, and this went beyond me. I didn't give them permission for this. And it's like, you knew this. And this is like someone being blind to somebody trying to play religious. This is also someone who could have had ties to like Islam, Muslim group or something like that, black, white, or Arabic. And it's like, I didn't see them come in. And then it's like, well, aren't you the one that was trying to put this message via CNN or on the news about immigration and all these other laws? But these are the people that you're paying, to commit these crimes. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like you didn't want to aid in this. You wanted to just try to keep someone blinded to exactly what's happening, along with people using universities, sororities, fraternities, what's that? Turning Point USA. So, using Democrat or Republican Party funds, campaign funds, and things of such. Also, they like all of this was seen. Like somebody was like, this is too obscene. Joy and pleasure, happiness for people to be there, like removing the energy. Someone could even seen that it was like people doing this behind the scenes. Like, yeah, I'm telling you, somebody was heavily watched. Whoever's birthday is in August and September, they watch these people heavily. Someone has been watched for over the last 8 to 9 years. For somebody, they've been watching some folks for the last 36 years. For someone 41 to 44 years. I said 41, so 41. Heavy for 41 years, but something over the last 20 years that they collected, because whatever has ceased 20 years ago, they was able to pick up 4 to 9 years ago. But over the last 4 to 5 years, this is where the information has came in. And then whoever was these 3 church individuals or 4 groups or 4 organizations, they were able to obtain like some kind of connection where they was able to get the information that they needed. Yep. Because it's like something about natives, someone not recognizing someone's success, protection from, like, for somebody, I knew I wanted to do law like a long time ago. Law, medicine, NASA, and computers. No, you can't do that. Yes, the fuck you can. You ain't ever too old. Divine power, Guards against mental troubles. Yeah, they could have seen that. They could have also seen, like, if you ever had to go inpatient, take psychotics or something, something that they try to prove in April. Someone born in 1968, someone born in 86, but someone you could have had people seen over the last 9 weeks or so, the change. February 7th was present. February 9th. You could have had these people try to do wicked things and slander you. Try to make people to become enemies of you. But something that they felt that they was going to keep hidden, it came to the light. Somebody had to dig up a body. Somebody had to dig up like a whole lot of bodies, and what they compared in them, it's crazy. Also, something about someone, your antibody, that antigens or something within your body itself. Someone you're definitely gonna have to go like back in, and they're gonna be like, whoa. The cosmos or something. Divine warrior confines the wicked, brings victory and peace. Someone, you're about to have victory. Archangel Michael. Okay, for somebody, you have literally Archangel Michael working on the behalf of you. Whatever mental force that these people hope to play, they're about to experience sorrow and some type of illness for every time that they keep doing this. Archangel Michael is not here to play with these fucking people. I don't know, it must be something supernatural. I feel like these people could possibly be lighting candles for somebody. They're going to do that today, and it's going to cause some sort of fire. Some say there's going to be something going down with immigrations, or something about someone could be Asian. They could be telling something. Someone's name could be Fallon or Talon. Telling something about towers as well. Arthur. Somebody based something off of the King Arthur theory. That's different. Someone's going to get caught up for fornication? What the fuck? How you violating the Bible like that? I can't fornicate in peace. Purification, protection from impious and religious sentiments. I'm telling you, someone trying to do certain shit, and how dare you use religion and you doing the worst shit out of the Bible. You know what I'm saying? Patience. Someone could be like a Taurus or something. Taurus, Aries. It's the Sagittarius. I'm gonna have to go back and look at it, but Sagittarius is someone could be Jewish. This is also about sexual escapades, or trafficking, prostitution, propagandas. Politicians' ambitions wins and protects all those who seek the truth. Okay, I could bring healing into the situation. 9 billion, not million, billion. It's going to happen regardless, but you was going to allow them to steal it because you was only trying to give 10 million. Versus how much was the whole thing? 9 billion. Make it happen, Captain. Someone could be a captain. Alchemy and transformation rules, natural events, and helps with spiritual progress. This is also some people that's realizing like somebody could be like 20 million in the hole or in debt over something that they did this. Someone is indebted to something. Someone's indebted to something that they did. So it's like, in order to compensate for this, because this is like some people will probably be losing businesses for somebody that they're going to have to lose the business in order to pay you. Someone wants to avoid them having to do this publicly, but this is something that, this is like, I even have made it clear that they could have been able to set installments, but they chose not to. But hey, regardless, for somebody, them Elise, somebody's name could be Elise or Elisa, Elena or some shit like that. they could have at least had set up like payment plans or installments, and even gave you like a contract to like supplement from what it is that they owed you, but choosing not to, and trying to delay contemplation to make a truth known in the legal process. This is what's going to get them, outed publicly. Because I feel like these higher up people, the main source ones, like I was talking about Berkshire folks, that means this is above state salaries, meaning they make bigger money than whatever the government, the Rubio and all these motherfuckers think they make. Them the big dogs. Them the ones that get that money. And these are the ones that sitting there saying, like, did they ask for this? Did they say it? And you too busy going over here. So who was the judge that said what? Okay, did they offer you a chance to do that? Did you do it? Well, I mean, we thought that we was going to be, the fact that you thought something and the fact that they have this capability is only so long that you can feel that you can try to say, oh, they don't got this, they don't have this, and you're forcing someone to prove something, and all they did was prove the facts and lead a track in a trail. Now you're sitting here, someone's name could be Contrell, and now you're approving Powell or Howler's theory about why they shouldn't have gave you this type of authorization. This is also showing and proving that, hey, you had a chance and opportunity to redeem it. And it's like, now that whoever this is, whoever the governor is or whatever, they having no choice but to give up someone, because they were trying to get someone sick, caused an accident. They got the information, they recepted the phone call on that. And then it was like they recepted a phone call about a love situation. Someone's 54 years old that was trying to do something towards love to make sure someone didn't have love. They also recepted something about 2 weeks ago or within the last 14 hours about someone wanting to make sure someone didn't have protection from some enemies so they can keep stealing someone's money. And someone had to step in, identifying the traitors and destroying their plan. Someone stepped in and said, hell no, this is not what you think you're about to do. Someone doing this, I'm hearing somebody, if they don't have something to you within like the next, for somebody, they're going to do the time set again. 24 by somebody, if you don't have something by like Saturday or something like that, or whatever, like it could be Tuesday for you somewhere, you know what I'm saying? Whatever day it is, it's like for somebody it was meant to give into you during the weekday so it can process to you immediately. For somebody in the situation, even if it's on the weekend, it's going to process. So they know most of the time people are not there on Sundays, but even if they have to force a person to be in there, or like a bank manager to make sure that something is processed, even if they fail to do it by Saturday, most of the time stuff can be given to you by Saturday. But they wanted you to have this over the weekend because they knew that someone still had a plan to do something over the weekend. Like, you can only tell a person what they're supposed to do, but stopping them from doing what they're not supposed to do, which still going to lead to these person, like, regardless, in prison or under the grave, because this is like pure disobedience and someone trying to act on their emotions and other ambitions. It's still going to cause the intention for them to be a high profile situation now on public news for everyone to know what it is that they were doing, what they have been doing, and what they thought they was going to keep it secret. Now they're going to put it for the public to know someone's actual intention and behavior about this situation. Because someone was trying to impede on someone's free will and stop someone's new beginning. Because this is like people, even though they may not like how it was done, this is also bringing light to other situations that they know, like, I know for a fact within probably less than 2 weeks, next less than like 2 to 3 weeks, they're going to be like, hey, these ones going to have to be like private. Like, I know some of my videos are probably, it's not going to be taken down. It's just going to be like private. You're going to have to pay for it. And it's not like it's going to be about like a choice or whatever, but it's just considering the circumstances and the situations of this. That's what it's going to have to be. But however, someone delaying something, someone's name could be Mahoney, McCaughlin, Rodriguez, Stefano, Rodrigo, De La Cruz, Ruiz, Martinez, Torres, Melendez. Yep, these were major crimes. This wasn't little crimes. Also, illegal surveillance, camera watching and stuff like that. Violation. Something with children as well. So, for somebody that is like, they even telling them with this, because the case is going, because it's like, even, I feel like somebody, there could be witnesses and they don't know who the witnesses are. Something about a historical black college or colleges that were involved. Pharmacy or pharmacists. Practitioners. Hospitals and spiritual voodoo, hoodoo, botanicas. Metaphysical shops. Car shops. Like, it's a lot. But these are people that they feel like, car lots as well. These are people that they feel like can take the fall. They shouldn't have, I'm hearing they shouldn't have did what they did. And for somebody, it's like, for somebody, if they wanted to protect the business or something like that, they would have had a better chance of calling you and be like, hey, you know, I know you don't know me or whatever the case may be. Like, they would have had a better chance of just like physically approaching you, try to keep this situation discreet and be like, hey, what kind of car you want? Like, just come, listen, I'm coming to pick you up. We're going to take you to the slot. Pick whatever one you want, okay? Pick what you want. Getting your paperwork like that same day. Like, they would have, like, if it came to car, if it was a home, real estate people, they would have had a better chance of chalking up the loss of giving you a home, making sure you have the deed and all the paperwork, all the tax stuff taken care of. They would have had a better fucking chance doing that. Instead, they prolonged, they wanted to keep this up. Someone is about to make an example of a lot of people for almost exposing a whole conglomerate about how they can do certain things, and they are pissed than a motherfucker. It's like this, even if these people could have some racism in them, this is like, shit, right is right, wrong is wrong at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? You can still not like something, but doing something like that, you don't do that. And then try to stop somebody from financially investing. You don't ever know how far they can go if you don't quit stopping them. But then it's like, you only stopping somebody because you know that they make way, more than you, or you're eating off of them type thing. Divine grace cures rage, pestilence, and absolve the guilty. There's so many people guilty in this. The cycle is coming to an end. Them trying to do this Kincaid or Katie or whoever this is, something about a cadence, Arcadian, is no longer going to do this, because it's like, oh, we want to apologize for somebody. It's going to be a bullshit apology, but justice is fit to be yours. Because someone's name could be like George or something like that. George Gordon. Also sports and music industry. These other states, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania's in Philly, whatever. Georgia. These people have to come up. They're coming out of pocket. It's about to be a tower moment. Something that could have been happening like 27 minutes ago. Something could have been on the phone for like the next 3 hours to come up with a plan to make sure that you can receive something. Military time. Because somebody could have got recently blocked out of something. They're like, shit. I know somebody could know that you're about to receive something. So be mindful. Because it's like some people could have got blocked out or something. Somebody was going to try to hack in either to a phone, a computer system, a bank system, and it's going to put a virus or a bug into their computer system, which actually does something to like alert like their police system. Damn, who is this person? Somebody is a fucking computer geek. I want to learn how to do that. It's like they're going to type into something, and whatever the fuck they type into is going to hit their system, and then it hits like a major system for them to look at. What the fuck are we looking at? And then whatever it is that they're going to be looking at is like, it's going to reveal the person who was trying to look at a person's information. I'm seeing like on a computer where it's Somebody could have went to MIT or IBM, Harvard or something like that. Somebody was like cybersecurity, IT or something like that. But they're fucking, that's dope. That's dope as shit. But like whatever it is that they're gonna tap into is either like a banking, a phone company, it's something. And it's like the person could be in fucking Mexico for all I give a shit. They're gonna do something and whatever the fuck it is, like they're not like in depth with where you could take the system, upload it, put a firewall or like a malware into their computer, but you can also take it. And if you're really good with it, you can backdoor like police systems because sometimes the infrastructure is so low in the States right now. And, you know, taking it and exposing them, like say as they're in the computer or as they're in their phone or whatever, this is going to allow them to go ahead to penetrate the system to a point where it's showing the person who keeps trying to get into a person's system. So whether they're doing it from like their computer, a laptop, if they're doing it from the video game consoles, most of the time the PS5 is usually like the biggest one, but sometimes they learned how to tweak the they've learned how to tweak the Xbox ones recently, and sometimes the Nintendo Switch, and they're gonna be able to see the camera of the person. So like say if they got like a smart TV or some shit, so even if they're using like the console, the smart TV can still pick up on them sitting around in their house, because most people will want to have surveillance systems, especially when they're hacking and shit. They know they're going to have like cameras in their home, so they'll be able to pick up the VPN, the DNS of where the person lives. So whoever the fuck is fit to do this, like they're probably going to try to like an hour ago or in the next 16 minutes, like something about your phone, your internet or whatever, and whoever could have been hijacking, they're going to do something in the next 16 minutes or within the next 16 hours. It's like something is going to shoot to the system, and it's like within like, I'm feeling more 24 hours for somebody, 31 hours. Or by that Monday, it's going to be some shit that's going to come to you. You're going to be like, now what? I'm hearing somebody say, what? Hold on, wait, what? Come again? But it's like, just have faith that it's handled, because somebody would want to attempt to like put you in a psych ward, Baker Acu. Somebody could be a biker. Somebody could drive like a Yamaha or a Harley. Somebody's just upset. They could have went to some kind of chapel. We're going to the chapel and we're going to get married. Something about that shit. Revelations. Somebody, is going to be some things revealed to you, okay? But it's an ending. Just trust it. For somebody like 22 to 48 hours. For somebody 72 hours, okay? So within the next, for somebody, what's the minimum? 72 hours is the max, but it's some shit for to take some people down. This is not going to be pretty. This is not going to be pretty. The next 48 hours is crucial, so somebody going to try to take somebody out. So the next 3 hours to the next 72 hours is critical. Okay. Someone, yep. Next 3 hours to 72 hours is critical. But for somebody, federal and government payments, compensation for the personal injury, high profile case, someone pulling, whoever born in 62, between 1962 and 1979, if they pull some kind of nonsense again, it's going, something about some Mexicans or something like that. Who they're going to be exposed. 45 is not playing with their ass. 45 is not playing with somebody. This motherfucker for the spaz on somebody. They probably, in the next hour. Let me go find me some business. Let me find me some business. Bruh. It's about to be some smoke in somebody's state or city in the next 1 to 2 hours. Somebody is not gonna be able to fly to somebody fast the fuck enough. I'm hearing somebody have to take like a 2 to 4 hour flight. Somebody might end up getting exposed. And because all that turning up their damn nose and shit, that'll get you every time. It'll get you every time. The next 2 hours is critical because somebody said something slick out of their mouth to 45. 45 said, 45 said, let me see. Yeah, ha ha, ha ha. Oh shit. Somebody about to get, you about to get methoded by the president. And then, it's just certain shit you just don't do. It's just certain shit you just don't do. It's two fucking females too that's about to be like, oh shit. Because the thing of it is, oh my goodness. Off the record, I'm hearing somebody telling somebody straight up to their face, what the fuck made you think to listen to these two bitches? And I quote, someone is going to fucking say this to somebody. What the fuck made you think to listen to these two bitches? And I quote, either you're ignorant or you're stupid. Damn. Fame and fortune. 'Cause you don't know my name. Somebody names Alicia or some shit. Justice is about to be served for somebody. I tell you. Damn. Damn. Somebody, you about to get big justice, okay? Big. So anybody making noise, complain, fucking with you, whatever, I'm hearing somebody, don't worry about it. Don't you worry about it. Don't you worry about a thing. Don't you worry about a thing, mama. 'Cause I'll be standing on the side when you check it. That was the original Stevie Wonder and John Legend, okay? Somebody's like, let me figure it out. Let me apologize. Listen, somebody could be apologizing and some people want to apologize. Somebody love the fact that you can smile, you're smart, you're intelligent. Hey, it's different. Certain things hit different, honey. Somebody you got allegiance. Somebody you could probably be working to recreate. This is, I don't feel I can inform you all about this part of it. I'm not able to inform you all on that part. I see it though. Someone thinks you're a siren. Sebastian, Eric or Herrick or Erickson. Wells. Isn't that in Europe? Buckingham Palace. Dukes. This is England. This is Europe. So when you got people from Europe, yeah. You're not crazy though. Because there's some shit that you seeing and somebody's like, they can't even try to like profess and try to say like, oh, they're having hallucinations, they're having delusions. No, the fuck they're not. They can actually quote what the fuck I'm saying and thinking at this time. Who's the current 4-star general for the Pentagon? That's Virginia, Maryland. There's a major, if you have military affiliation or ties, they're having a major fucking conversation. They have this after 1700. I said after 1700. So that's after the sounding of the flag bell. I forgot all the names, but there's a military gathering. The officials in somebody, you got the damn base and all of them fucking showing up for this meeting. They definitely did call folks in from Campbell and Tent Mountain. Savannah, Bragg, Leavenworth, Riley. Oh shit, it's a major one. At ease, soldier. Hey, so be it. I was just trying to be nosy. What y'all talking about? But y'all also know y'all can't change the thing because it's like, oh, the misdiagnosis, huh? That's exactly what it is. And what y'all do with her compensation? Oh, there's definitely a major conversation about that. Veterans Affairs. Yep. Somebody listen. If it's school or anything like that, you're covered. I hear you too cool for school. Somebody about to be too cool for school. Or it's like you going to school, it's going to have to be done differently. For somebody, you may have to go to a school or on a military installation in order to conceal your privacy. Or your education will be done by, a part of your education will be done on an installation or hybrid installation home. And then the other part of whatever it is that you're going to do. This is all just to conceal some other shit, but I mean, I don't feel that it's nothing wrong with it. Some people will be like, I wouldn't do this. They wouldn't know because they're not going through that. So take your own wisdom, okay? For somebody, you might go hermit for a little bit. Yep. You're going to definitely go hermit for a little bit. Medical services providing and your wisdom and knowledge. Also, I'm hearing with whatever course you have, you will be back federal again. Someone, if you wasn't, you will be federal again, but contracted this time. Major consolations, seen but not seen. Secure privacy, private citizen or diplomacy, something like that. But medical, all your medical is private and healed, and it's only to be dealt with particular people. That's the truth. Your medical will literally be restricted. It can only be dealt with from particular people. Tell you, somebody, you're whatever is about to occur for you, it's a blessing. Okay, the old life that you know is ending. Still stay in that energy of protecting your energy. However, you're going to be protected, okay? That's the truth. This truth card is saying anything that I've said thus far is nothing outside of pure facts and accuracy, okay? Precision. Thank you, Archangel Michael. Thank you, Archangel Samuel and Gabriel. Okay, for somebody, you have some of the knowledge that you have. They know you're not going to have a downfall due to seduction or whatever. Communicates with the dead, teaches the occult and magic. So the esoteric knowledge, someone you have major esoteric knowledge that it can actually, listen, when utilized in the appropriate way, there's certain shit this is like predicting whenever they want to make like a bombing or some shit like that. Like, this is how deep this shit is for somebody. I don't know how deep your seeing capabilities, what you know, how you can pick up. You can even pick up on what was the strategies of people's dying wishes, strategists. It doesn't matter what type of person they're needing the information from. You will be able to get that shit. Somebody was trying to play like they did that. Child, somebody could even try to conceal, like it's a Henrietta Lacks type of situation. The only difference is like your blood. It's something about your blood or anything coming from you, your womb, your children. That shit is like, it's a motherfucker be on the deathbed and you give them some blood and it's like their life is restored to new. And somebody could have been like, yeah, you can use mine. They're my kid. And their shit just probably got these motherfuckers sick than a bitch. And they like, but I thought you said, and that right there was enough for them to know that whoever was trying to say that they were you or whatever, they knew for a fact that they wasn't. They didn't have what you have. They don't have your genes or genetics. Someone, you fit to be going back to the facilities here soon. Somebody, you might be going in the next 24 hours. 24 hours to 3 days or by the 13th. 13 or 14 for somebody. Whatever month that you receive this is timeless. But yeah, it's a major review. Somebody, your shit is for to be compared to whoever the person that did get healed or whatever the case may be. They're for to do this shit. I'm here. Let's do the shit. Let's do the shit. Also, you got some people. Something about St. Louis or something like that. Somebody about to be traveling. Shit, I know I was like, Lord, get me to move where you need me to go. Where you need me to go, Lord. Take me. Take me where you need me to go. I got shit to do. We got people to save. We got people to help. We got information that need to be known. You know what I'm saying? And it was motherfucking bullshit people in the way. Somebody, you fit to have so much fucking loyalty and allegiance. I don't give a fuck if these motherfuckers were the hardest motherfuckers that hated every fucking race in the world. You gonna be a well-loved motherfucker. Hey, come here. Hey, Shrita, come here. Let me holler at you. What's up? What you need? Shit, is one of those, your phone line is so fucking secure, or motherfuckers just pull up on you. Hey, I need this information. What's up? What kind of setup you need? You need a water view? I need me a water view, an ocean view, something. Peaceful, though. Just peaceful. Can I have space? As long as I have a place that's space, a whole bunch of space, it's peaceful. I ain't got to worry about too many motherfuckers in or gated community, however the fuck it's going to go, as long as I got security. You hear me? A beach view will be great. You know what I'm saying? A beach or ocean view, a lake. In country or out of country, y'all choice, whichever one, you know what I'm saying? Beggars can't be choosers. Beggars can't be choosers. But that 9 billion though. We're not backtracking on that 9 billion. But anything else in between, 4, 5, 6, I'm telling you. Ace of Pentacles. Somebody, you'll be able to have these contracts or whatever. For me, I mean, shit, I got 9 billion. All you got to do is make sure my medical free. I'm flying where I need to fucking go. I got diplomacy. Am I a diplomat? I don't give a fuck about nothing else. What you need? They can call me anytime. Archangel Michael. Somebody, you probably be the guru or whoever it is that they need. Okay, shit, let love be on the back burner right now. It's too, this right here is too beautiful for you to be concerned, distracted, stay focused. Like, you are very versed in knowing what lies are evil, the spirits and stuff like that shit. You a person that can come in and be the console to a damn priest or something. What's the name of that movie? The Exorcist. Business is business. Somebody, you'll be a solo contractor, but it's just like you're contracted, but solo contracted, like working from home if it's needed. Somebody ran out of time. Yep. History in the making. All right, y'all, let me get up off here. They probably like, wait a minute, did we just go to school real quick? This motherfucker's like, did we just go to school? I'm too cool for school. Anyways, guys, I'll catch y'all here in a bit. But the beauty of this situation, everything gets better, baby. Everything gets better. Focus on yourself, consistency, and discipline, okay? Focus on that. For somebody, you're not gonna have to worry about a home or anything like that. I feel like all this stuff is gonna be well taken care of. Somebody, an investigation, if they were investigating something, it's come to the complete. Right now, I'm telling you, somebody, you're about to be dealing with labs. Lab work is gonna have to be done. As soon as somebody come in, I don't know, this gotta be federal. Federal and government, somebody, you're going to be dealing with their medical providers. Because I know I need me a checkup, and I'm pissed off that they pulled all this stupid shit. I just need my health rechecked up because it's been driving me nuts because I'm used to my annuals. I'm used to making sure I get my dental going and stuff like that. And me not being able to do this because of this stupid shit, that pissed me the fuck off. But like I said, always find the good. Regardless of what the situation is, always find the fucking good. Because when you don't, you're going to fuck yourself like shit. It'll be motherfuckers getting their head blown off. Now, granted, is it sad? Yes. But however, this inner peace, your little light of yours, is going to allow you to, even though you may not heal in that second, it's better to be able to, all right, this is bad. I know it hurts, but I'm a recover type thing. You know what I'm saying? Somebody, you're going to have a home on the way. But find the happiness in that moment. Shit, we all ain't perfect. I'll be the first one to tell you, I'm not perfect, baby. Far from it. But however, I'm going to do the best with what I can and what I have. I am not perfect. Please don't ever think that it's perfectionism. No, baby. I just do the best what I can to the best of my ability with what I have. But find your peace. All right.